Marcel Fazonnier lived here in the middle of Paris's Montparnasse district for 30 years. But he says he doesn't enjoy visiting the district anymore because it's become too classy.
I'm really quite sad about the way the street looks today. This used to be like a village. Everyone knew each other.
A bakery, a laundry, a bookstore. Back then, small shops lined the street. And in the midst of it all was a farm.
I used to come here to get milk. I brought my milk jug, and the farmer's wife poured in the milk. And then I walked back home again.
Douce France, cher pays de mon enfance, bercé de tendre insouciance.
In the early 20th century, there were around 500 working farms within the Paris city limits, complete with horses, goats, and cows. This farmhouse is the only one that remains. The view from the street is now blocked on all sides. 8 years ago, a Paris real estate developer bought the farmhouse and grounds, planning to demolish the buildings to make way for new construction. Thomas Dufresne opposes the idea. He's an artist and also heads a citizens' initiative that wants to preserve the farm. For years, it's been battling to prevent the demolition. A tenant in this building supports the initiative. She let us have a look into the grounds of the farm. 2,700 square meters of prime Paris real estate. But the farm buildings are in disrepair.
Back there is the barn. It's huge. It's been bricked up and left to fall apart, especially the roof. The construction boss knows it's hard to get permission to tear down buildings that are intact, so he's waiting until they're in ruins.
Most real estate companies were wary when the farm went up for sale. Back then, local residents were already banding together to preserve the farm. They organized publicity events on weekends. In the end, they forced the real estate developing company to postpone its demolition plans. They were helped by something underneath the earth, an old stone quarry.
This used to be part of the quarries underneath the city. They used to be a labyrinth 280 kilometers long.
Many buildings in Paris were constructed with stones like this, and the quarry directly under the farm is of particular interest.
It has a large number of stone pillars dating back to the Middle Ages. It's unique. Every other space in Paris has been built over. It's only under these small green open areas that the original quarries have been preserved.
The Citizens' Initiative managed to get the quarry declared a historical monument. That's the only reason why Paris's last farm hasn't been replaced by new construction. The people in the district are proud of their victory.
I'm in favor of preserving historical buildings. That's why the farm must be saved too.
In this district, we need spaces where citizens can gather and join together. The farm could serve as a space for that, for citizen groups and for people in general.
It's wonderful that our district has a farm. I'd like to see it turned into a real farm, an organic one.
The Citizens' Initiative also has big plans for the space.
It would be great if children could come here on the metro to get a look at a working farm. The way it is now, the schools always have to rent a bus and drive all the way from Paris.
But the real estate company, Ferme, isn't giving up without a fight. It wants to build 80 apartments on the site. With property costing up to 14,000 euros per square meter, the profits are just too tempting to pass up.
We'll win this in the end. We've already invested a great deal of money and time in this project. Why should we abandon it now? We have no reason to do that. After all, we do own the farm. It belongs to us.
Sofarim has once again applied for planning permission and promises it will preserve the old buildings. Thomas Dufresne is collecting documents for the legal battle. The Citizens' Initiative has already won more than 10 court cases.
I want to show people that they can take their destiny into their own hands. The construction company and the city can't simply decide things for us.
Does Paris belong to its citizens or to the real estate giants? The fight for the farm has become a symbol and could be copied in other districts of the French capital.